Okay, I want to test my audio since I changed my audio filters. How does it sound like? It is very loud, that's what it is. Okay, testing again. Alright. Maybe if I could change my actual audio filters, not the game's volume. Okay, what about here? Does this one sound okay? Hearing a lot of reverb with this, with this settings. I wonder how I can fix that. It's echoing quite a bit. I wonder if it's like the direction I'm pointing my face at the microphone. Does this sound any better? Oh yeah, the echo's much better when I'm not looking away. Alright, make sure everyone to tell me if you can't hear the game with me at this tone. Well, I can definitely hear myself breathing. Alrighty then. Okay, so hello everyone. My name's Poe, or Poetentate, but I go by Poe. I have completely forgotten my entire intro right now. Alright, so we're playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm currently trying to get through the main story quest because there is an event going on that's going to end soon, and I would really like to be able to get to it before then. This one, as you can see, 7 more days, but I have to get through the entirety of the main story quest to be able to get to it in time. And then also this new quest that they just released. I'll show you. We are currently on that this is the last main quest, this series of ones. So we're getting there. And I'm starting to build up quite a few side quests and companion missions. It's really bothering me to just leave them while they continue the main story quest, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, and then just an update, since you all last saw me, we were able to get 7,000 out of 7,000 from the simulated universe. I have been mostly focusing on World 6 because it has the Belobog one so that I can work on building Gepard. And then I've been working on building characters as I get ready to be able to go up to the next equilibrium level. I have everyone up to level 60 currently. I'm currently working on light cones. I have up to Herta, so you can see I almost have her 60 out of 60. Su Shang is new. She's my newest 4-star. She completed my 4-star collection as of now. And then we'll be able to work on her, so that's why her light cone isn't leveled up at all. But everyone else I have ascended so that I can get them to 60 as soon as I have the materials. And then we'll work on traces, and once I have everyone's traces leveled up, I will be able to go up to the next equilibrium level. I am excited though. And then with the Trailblazer, I do actually have both of his traces fully maxed out currently. I just don't have a... There it is. I just don't have his, like a light cone for him or anything. Oh, apparently we have an Eidolon for him. Nice, first Eidolon for him. Didn't even notice. I think we got that for doing the last quest. Getting the Eidolons for this set is actually kind of hard. So we'll switch back to destruction now. Okay, so yeah, so tell me what you all think about the new microphone settings, if they're better, if they're worse, that kind of thing. I'm going to try and make sure I keep my face near my microphone so that it sounds the best that it can. And then we'll get started. So today, as it has been for the past few streams, is we are just working on this main quest to try and finally be able to get to the new event quests. Alright, so I say let's get going. Oh yeah, we should check. I just got some text messages. We should check to make sure I can't do Dan Heng's yet. Qing Shui. She has a new favor for us, trying to delegate all of her work so she can take the credit and not have to do anything. Beware people like her in the office, or really at any job. Alright, I want to ask for a favor. I went to listen to Mr. Xian's storytelling after work, but he stopped at a cliffhanger. I can't take it. He's resuming tomorrow, but at an earlier time. I don't know if I'll be able to get there soon enough after work. If I can't make it, can you go and listen in my stead? That's not too bad. But I haven't heard the story today. Would I be able to understand anything tomorrow? Oh, the story today is about the Cloud Strider, and apparently they have a train. The train is like the Zhenzhou ships and can travel between worlds. Do you mean the Astral Express? Why does that sound familiar, right? That's why I was asking for a favor. Mr. Xian said the Cloud Strider once arrived at a planet called Harilio. You mean Eurilo 6, but was sucked into a huge conspiracy and even battled a massive Arumatin. Literally, that's us. Okay, don't spoil whatever happens next week. Just tell me what Mr. Xian's version is tomorrow. Uh-huh. So you don't know. Alright, looks like I still have to be there in person tomorrow to get the story. I'll tell you my story next time. Wait a minute, isn't this guy... We did like a side quest or something where this guy was like, hey, can I listen to your stories to get inspiration for the stories I have to tell as a storyteller on the ship? Did he really just like take our story and then just edit it for the ship? Oh my gosh, is this not... I feel like this is stealing. Alright, Yukong. Kalis, have you seen a Starskiff theme Immersia before? Young people like you might like it. Unless it's that traffic light one. No. Because I remember one of the other... I think it's Tingyun, maybe, asked us if we could go count Starskiffs for some kind of celebration thing. I'm not sure. I haven't heard of it. Is it popular? Competitive? Managerial? Modification? There are many subgenres. What do you like? I like management games. I like managerial ones. I want to experience managing and leading the Skyfaring Commission and its troops like you. I'd recommend Skyfaring Helmmaster. You'll be responsible for the job allocation of pilots and other employees, as well as Starskiff's R&D upgrade and strategy formulations in simulated wars. But it is completely recreates a war in real time, and the war can be short as several years to as long as decades. Well, I guess if you are a long-lived species, you would make games that are like going to take a very long time to finish. Tight. I'm gonna try it next time. We use these two pom-pom stickers a lot. Alright, can we do his side quest yet? No. We cannot. I just want Dan Heng back, my husband. Okay, let's get back to investigating. Is this where we left off? I can't remember. Did we do all the exploration here? Yeah, apparently we have all the Hexanexus puzzles again. Well, we'll come back to those. Yawn. Gotta stop clicking because it picks up so well with my current microphone settings. One of the robots. Hmm. Alright, 14 treasure chests, and a warp trotter. Oh, there's one. It's not as pretty as all the other areas. It seems like more desolate and run down. Like if you were in city, this would be like the old city that's been like stopped taking care of and stuff. Much more worn down and lived in compared to the new city. What relics are these? Wonder if these are the new ones, the ones that just came out with Blade's release. Speaking of which, how many more days? 9 more days before I think Kafka comes out. Kind of afraid to hiccup with like how much these microphone settings pick up. Oh, those are cool. That's a new one. Trying to... wolves? Armored wolves? Oh, look at him. Why does he have to be... Oh, didn't hit him in time. Why does he have to be aggressive? He looks really cool. So you got like a shadow wolf, kind of like a horse wolf combo, armored wolf, and then like the Kyrian wolf. So it like buffs them in its death. That's interesting. Never falters. Oh, interesting. Its Shadow Wolf gets summoned at its health. So you don't like have infinite number of wolves being summoned. Interesting. Oh, I was about to be like, did I come up here just to fight the other wolf? But no, there was a treasure chest up here. All is not lost. Trying to figure out, this does not look anything like the area I was in from what I remember from my last stream, so I'm kind of confused. Oh, okay, they spawned us in like further into the map, because I remember that down there. Wonder, is that the lady we saved as Don Hung? Looks like there should be something like hidden here. Because we picked up the T right here. We don't go down there. We won't spawn the story quest so I can pick up stuff. It looks... no, the lady we saved wasn't a Foxian. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Not her corrupting him and turning him into a Mara struck. Oh. I feel bad because technically I killed him the first time. Divine Judgment. Let's heal Gepard. Oh, I bet if we had Blade, if we were... Her voice actor is cool. Oh, I meant to heal. Whoops. I want to take out them first because they summon the Shadow Wolves. So if you kept allowing them to be left alive, they'd just keep summoning more Shadow Wolves. See, they're just infinite wolf summoning. Where once you take care of the summoner, you just have to do the summons once, and they don't just keep respawning, which is always good. Why did it get to come out of 2 status ailments at once? That's no fun. Well, we didn't come here for that. You tried. Not Locha being like, why are you taking forever? Alright, we should take care of the summoner first. That's exactly why. Anytime I'm playing like a RPG game, or yeah, like a multi-person game, always go for the healers and the summoners in the back first, because they're the ones that are going to end up doing you the most damage ultimately. He stops talking. It could be because he's exhausted or he's waiting for you to leave him be. Can't we kill him first? I feel like it seems rude to his honor as a knight to just leave him here to... There's a lot of back rooms here, huh? I like that the person who I said this in the last stream, but I really do like that the Eon that is essentially of life is like considered such a is like considered the evil Eon. Now it might just be in this planet's like point of view though. I want to know if this is like a universal thing, like if everyone doesn't like, except for the sycophants, does everybody does everyone consider the Eon Yaoshu to be like kind of evil in a way? Excited for the lore is all I have to say. Excited for the lore. Okay. Wonder. Interesting. Okay. Let's go down here. But yeah, this definitely gives me like old city vibes. Man, getting around here with a cane would be an absolute nightmare. Alright, so that extends pretty far in that direction. Oh, this one's new. This one's kind of like an ape. Gorilla. Didn't even get to read that pop-up before it went away. Malefic Ape has changed its monitored target. Okay, so like the character it's keeping an eye on. So like the character it's gonna attack first. Oh, it's using up the eyes on its back. I wonder if that means once all three are gone, it's gonna have an ult. Yes, get rid of the summon. The AI for battle in this game is like actually really good. Or if it needs to recharge and it's in a weakened state now. Okay, it looks like it's the later. It's in a weakened state now. Okay, this thing has really, it's a tank. We can do very little damage to this thing. Okay. Yeah, it can do tons of damage. It's not only a tank, but a good damage dealer. Yikes. So far, it doesn't seem to, like, respawn monsters to its side, though. I wonder if these were created by Yaoshu? As, like, one of those abominations. It's really targeting Jingyuan, which is interesting. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, it recovers from the break so fast. Took me ages to get that bar down, and then it's like, nope, we're gonna recover within the next turn. Yikes. Oh, not Locha. Oof. That one was tough for my characters. Jingyuan and Locha almost died like 3 times. Formidable foe defeated. Yeah, that foe was quite formidable. I don't think I've had that much problem with the like mini world boss since that shoot, what is it called? The centaur looking thing back on the Herta space station. Alright, so we need this one here, and then these 2. Oh, and they're even different. Okay, and then we need to rotate this one more. We put it there. Nope, wrong way. So I need it. Yeah, but if we do this and then I rotate it back, it moves this one. So I need it to be like a 3-piece, so I need it to be here. Getting that into a 3-piece is difficult. Okay. Causing the same things to happen over and over again. No, wait, turn the... Nope. I almost need to, I think I'm gonna reset this one. It's... Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so these two need to be here, and that one needs to be here. It needs to be in a 3 pattern. So... Okay. That was much easier than my brain was trying to make it seem. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Apparently everything. Alright, Side Crane. What are we doing? Thing's just shoving me out of the way, being like, get out of the way, a package is delivered. Nice. Let me check something. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Up and around. And go back down. It's so pretty here. I wouldn't mind living, like, even though this isn't as like new and ritzy as the other area was, this one's really pretty. I wouldn't mind being here. There's like a whole lake on this spaceship. That's cool. Wonder how that works, but it's cool. Okay, so that area is blocked off. Looks like tree roots are there, so that might be where we go later in the quest. We'll leave that for now. Did we just take like a giant detour from where we're supposed to go? No, it doesn't look like that'll connect there. Looks like we'll be fighting this guy. Ah, didn't hit him in time. But they are together, so I don't have to fight 2 separate fights. That's the important part. I think that's... Alright, so my manhwa recommendation of the day, and of course I cannot tell you where I read them, so unfortunately not, but leveling up only by eating. There are a few different, like, you're in a video game and the main character is like just cooking and eating because they love it. And I've read another one that's really good, and I will eventually, maybe later in the stream, find the name of it because I was just reading an update for that one. But leveling up only by eating, I'm rereading the first bit because I have read it before and I did really like it, but it hadn't been updated in such a long time on the platform I use for reading, so I kind of forgot about it. But it's really good. Let's see, make sure we... A puzzle? Oh, a repairing puzzle. Okay. Interesting. This should be pretty easy, and then just... Oh, I did one too early. There we go. To make sure we get this. Break all the pots. Link will be proud. What's in here? It's another pot. Oh, another cycrane. Is this one broken? Nope. Is that all that's in here? Is the cycrane? Looks like it. Alright, are you gonna go? Gotta hand you the package. That little courtyard was cute, though. No, I haven't explored up there, so it'll probably stop me to be like, monsters detected, please clear the way. The pieces of the pot getting thrown around. I do like that it patiently waits for me to destroy all property before it continues on. Damn, we're getting a lot of that set. Area around here is so cute, though. Here, a treasure chest. Yeah, leveling up only by eating. So you have our main character who is very overweight, like terminally overweight. Like their doctor has told them, like at the rate they're going, they are gonna die from it. He has a certain medical condition that causes this, and it's not like he hasn't been trying. Like he's been trying really hard to lose this weight, but due to his medical condition, he cannot. And so the doctor suggested to help him with his condition that he play the new virtual reality game. One of those like, oh, it does connect back. I went off this way. Off, down, and around. So I never went here, and then I never went to this bigger area here either. So I'll need to circle back around. But yeah, so due to his medical condition, I just came from there. And then the stairs here would take me up to where we're supposed to be going, but we're going to ignore those for now. But yeah, so due to his medical condition, he's not been able to lose any of the weight, and even though he has been like doing all of the work and trying so hard to do so. And so, like I said, his doctor suggests that he play this new virtual reality game. That's become popular. And because it'll allow him to, it would allow him to like experience food in the game. So hopefully he would be full, even though his diet outside of the game is very limited due to his like trying to fix his medical condition. And so it's him being in the game, being allowed to like eat and consume any food he wants, and just having the pure joy of eating without worrying about it affecting his actual body, and just the pure enjoyment he gets from the food he consumes, the people he interacts with, and the game he's playing, and just playing it the way he wants to. It's just such an enjoyable read, and the art style is also really amazing. Like I really enjoy the art style for I only level up by eating, or only leveling up by eating. So definitely would suggest. It's the one I'm currently reading. The other one, let's see if I can find the name of it while we're battling. Let's see. The Gourmet Gamer is the other one. And that one I actually remember. The main character's name in game is Rice. Gourmet Gamer is something I also really heavily suggest. It's a really good one too. What was I? Where my map was. What? I don't even get any chests for doing that. I don't need any health right now. Man, it was just a giant loop. Oh, injured. A painful moan amidst the ravaged battlefield draws your attention. I've heard this voice before. Where have I heard this voice before? I have lots of health items. Upon use, heals 10% or 5. We give them the better one. For a moment, you're worried that the medicine made for ordinary humans might not work for long life species. The Cloud Knight props himself up so he could stand himself. Isn't the voice more feminine? Well, that doesn't say anything about gender. It's just, that was my first thought. Ooh, we're almost to the, we can almost get the Saint title, or Saint achievement. I wonder if that's something you can only get when you're playing the game at the current time, because otherwise, like, the injured Cloud Knight wouldn't be there. That's cool. Let's make sure we get everything in these little hidden crevices. Oh. Okay. Lots of monsters in and about. Come on. Come on, you see me. Alright, so the gourmet gamer, our main character used to be a chef, but they stopped being a chef because I can't remember if it was because of this. It's been a while since I've read the beginning of Gourmet Gamer, but we do know that he lost his sense of smell or his sense of taste. I can't remember if that's the reason why he stopped being a chef or if something happened that caused. Anyway, so he loses his sense of taste, and so he's like, he has to give up on his dream of being a chef, because, like, what kind of chef would you be if you can't taste the food you're making, right? And so he's super depressed because he's always wanted to be a chef. It's his dream job. It's his, like, everything to him. But he ends up playing a virtual reality game, and in this virtual reality game, he finds out that the game allows you to taste things. Like, he gets his sense of taste back. And so he just has a ton of fun playing the game so that he can try out foods again, so he can taste things again. And he finds out that throughout the game, as he is playing, he actually starts to get his sense of taste back, and he doesn't know if it's something that's actually happening or if he's just, like, imagining the fact that he's getting his taste back. The armor is covered in sword marks, but the strange thing is these marks all came from the deceased's own weapon. It's not really strange. They probably committed seppuku so that they wouldn't turn into monsters. That's what I was saying about this guy. I mean, this is probably all part of their doing, right? Like, they're probably the ones that released the Stellaron upon the... Okay, I can't go over there. On the... on the ship, right? But yeah, so, and he doesn't know if he's just imagining it or if it's what's actually happening, but it seems that as he plays the game and he experiences more foods, that he's actually regaining his sense of taste in the real world. And he, like I said, he doesn't know if he's imagining it or not, or if he's actually regaining a sense of taste over time. So this leads like readers to believe that maybe he didn't actually lose his sense of taste, but it's like a psychological thing. Whatever made him give up being a chef might have also like blocked him from being able to taste things, kind of like selective mutism. But and so his life is going much better now because like he got hired by a restaurant to be their chef, and so he's finding the joy of being a chef again and being able to like cook food for people. So, and then also playing a game and like making new friends and experiencing like what it is to like go out and meet people again. So I'd also suggest The Gourmet Gamer. The Gourmet Gamer is also a good webtoon to read. And they're both like similar-ish type styles where it's like a virtual reality game and someone who really enjoys food. If you want to go in the more chef route, another one I could suggest to you all if we want to get less to the virtual reality. This one's it's closer to like Chinese manhwa, where they have like a system. He doesn't quite have a system, but it's something close. This one's called The Youngest Chef from the Third Rate Hotel. That one's pretty good. His dad was a famous chef and he started getting into the industry, but a lot of the industry, like any industry, is a lot of politics and people backstabbing each other, and so he was treated terribly, and so he left the industry, and then his father got sick and his mother got sick, and so then he had to deal with like hospital dues and stuff, and so eventually he uncovers something that his dad left for him, and he finds out that he has an ability, is it psychometry? I forgot what it is. It's that ability where you touch things and you can like see the past or something that happened from touching it. He is able to see that, and so he's able to see and feel his dad's emotions from the item that he left for him. And so he finds, like, he's like, oh, I'm going to try cooking again. I wouldn't let my dad down. I remember all the joy and fun I had cooking with my father. And so he gets a new job at a hotel, which is only like a level 3 hotel. In Korea, they have like, the hotels are ranked like third, second, and first rate, and so he is getting a job at a third rate hotel, but once he starts working there, the hotels end up having like a kind of competition, like a cook-off kind of competition, like greatest British Bake Off, greatest British Bake Off, whatever that show's called, like a TV cook-off show between the young chefs from different hotels, and so they send him because they're like, oh, we're gonna get eliminated pretty quickly, and we don't want the dishonor of losing, so we'll send our youngest. And so they send him, but he ends up doing really well at the competition, like a combination of his own skills passed down from his father and then his ability in being able to see the history of items. So far, it's still, we're still in the TV show competition arc, but he's doing pretty well. So those are all different webtoons that I would suggest that are based off of like cooking. You go from like one end of the spectrum of cooking to the other one, but they're all really good. Those are my suggestions for this stream. Trying to think if there's any other manhwa I've read recently that's not an old one I haven't already suggested. Man, these delivery cranes are pretty popular. It's like the third or fourth one I've done in this area. And this is the prime example on why I have not done a single bit of relic hunting yet in this game, because they just are handing out purple relics. Alright, have I... Alright, I think I have done all the exploration except for this area here. Up to this point. Any area that I can access. So let's go get that, what looks like a fight, and then we will... Give me a second, guys. Obviously didn't come up here when I was running around. Okay, I'll fight you all now. Pardon me running off. But yeah, let me know what you all think of the new microphone settings. If you like the old ones better, or if you like this new settings better, because I still have the old settings written down. Let's see. I told you the webtoons I would suggest for today. Oh man, it's already been almost an hour. We've just been running around this area. Man, that does not make me confident about being able to get through this section of the quest before next week. But anyway, I might have to have like a super long episode soon. Oh, speaking of which, so for those of you who have been on my other streams, you'll know that I quit my day job recently, and so because of that I could do some more streams, and so probably this Wednesday I will be doing a stream 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and until I get a new day job that might become like a common thing, is I will stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then as I just stated, the Friday ones will get moved up from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 3 p.m. so that they're all at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully you all that might be good for you all. You all can come hang out with me on a Wednesday too. And that might also help me actually get this quest done before the event logs out. I really like the wolf horse designs in this area. They're really cool. But yeah, so and then I've stated it before, but once we get done with what's available in Honkai, like I've completed all the quests, we've done some achievement hunting that I can do up to this point, and it's really just like me doing daily stuff to keep the account up. We will probably shift over to Genshin for a bit, and then we'll just bounce back and forth between the two as new content becomes available. Okay, so the Shadow Wolves go through. Gotta get rid of the summoner first, guys. Good, summoner's down. But you all might be wondering, you are no longer, you're back on the unemployment train. What will you be doing? So I have been trying to kind of work out my schedule. I'm probably going to still be getting up around the same time that I was when I was working my day job, because being up till 2 in the morning is not really the best thing to be doing, conceptually. Alright, so that should be everything that I can currently get to. That's blocked off, so I can't go that way. But we know exactly which... Oh, we should get that now. Knew we were saving that for something. I'm gonna go up here. I'll tell you all my schedule in a second once we get past, Oh, it's a safe zone. Can I explore, or are you gonna stop me? Alright, so the answer is no, I cannot explore at my leisure. Is there anything over here? I wonder if that'll become open later. Like, they'll be able to move that so that I can use that as a shortcut. Master Diviner, Fu Xuan, we're here to help. She was here? How convenient that you wish to leave now that you're in the main territory. I'm still suspicious of Tingyun. Tingyun. There is an abandoned courier package lying forlornly in front of you. It breathes last after completing the mission of storing the goods. By the way, there are its last words. Handle with care. I'm still suspicious of her, you know? Yeah, long-lived species probably have a courier package in good condition. The digital label affixed to the service shows it has not been signed for receipt. Obviously, it is not where it's supposed to be. Perhaps you can do it a favor and deliver it to its recipient, who is no doubt looking forward to it. Good choice. You crouch down to check the recipient's address on the digital label so that you can fulfill your noble duty as a trailblazer and package delivery man. Before you can read out the content written in the Jinsho language, you are taken aback by a sudden beep. Warning, warning, possible theft detected. Package 81010274 has contacted the nearest Realm Keeping Commission Chancery. Please cooperate with the investigation. Do not leave the scene without permission. Oh no, your act of kindness has backfired. You should take off before anyone notices. Don't tarnish the trailblazing name. Oh, did that not get me the Saint title? Is that not 15? It is 15. Is it 20 or something? The image of side cranes that deliver goods in the air pops up in your mind. What if the goods ships cause when they are flat? What if a pedestrian happens to pass by below them? You shake your head, dreading to continue the train of thought. She's like, weak humans makes sense that they fall to such corruption, but us, the long-lived species, incomprehensible. I was not reading any of this. Alright, looks like someone did something stupid and had to get medical treatment. Alright, nothing to say. We can't leave. This person's very obviously Mars-struck. Cloud Knights are guarding a prisoner who is murmuring to himself. The alchemist's eyes were unfocused, darting back and forth as if he were looking at the two diverging ends of a path. Interesting. Ooh, dumplings. Can I have some? Let's make sure we talk to everyone here. This feels like we're dealing with a necromancer. That's always the biggest issue with fighting necromancers, is that, like, if your comrades fall, they just get back up and join the enemy's side. I feel like this feels very much like the talks that went around with like our most recent plague, COVID, being like, well, we're young, we're not supposed to get it, and then it's like, no, this can affect anyone. It's just your immune systems at the time, not now, but your immune systems were able to battle easier than those who were older or had worse off immune systems. That really does sound like people talking about COVID. It's not supposed to affect us. I'll get to you in a second. Man, everyone here is like so, they feel so confidently about their leaders being like, oh, of course they have a plan. Of course they know what's going on. Like, Dragon tree. The sturdy and thick trunk of the ancient tree rises upward like a black dragon. When you look up at the tree, you hear a faint sound of wind and lightning, so you realize that you are just having tinnitus after lifting your head too quickly. Oh, that one's fun. See, can we come through here? Oh, come on. I literally can see the treasure chest from here. There's a ghastly paleness in the face of the resident Cloud Knight. As you approach him, he nods his head in salute. Oh, didn't mean to do that. An open courier package. The smell of rotten food wafts out from inside. Anyone with a sane mind would stay away from it. However, if your courage prevails over your sanity, you may open it further and take a look. Perhaps the food hasn't gone past its expiration date yet, right? Your courage is admirable, but it has done you harm. Although you just want a small bite, it tastes so sickening that you black out right away. Your head is spinning and you are losing control of your body. Is this like that coffee cup from the Herta space station? I'm back, box. You got more food for me to bite? The randomly placed courier package is likely to be the result of someone's impulsiveness. You hear a rustling noise coming from the courier package. You wonder what kind of creature or thing is squirming in the package. Interesting. I don't get the you can take a bite out of it again. Hello, sir. Cloud Knight is standing next to the captive. He steps aside after you explain your identity and show him the general's order. Why are you so willing to give us info, sir? Yeah, you'll notice how they call Yoshi by her title, the Abundance, but everyone else who's against her, them, against the Eon of Abundance calls them the Plague Arbiter. So, like, in a much more tonally bad way. If you consider it curing, why do you not make yourself Mara struck? Why do you retain your human flesh then? Again, I'm getting Dead Space vibes with the, I forgot, with the marker and what it turns them, like, people who get infected into. I have no idea how long my lifespan could be. I could die within 2 days, I could die within 50 years, I could die in 500 years. We have no idea. I wonder if that means that we're gonna get the abundance blessing last. Oh, Tingyun is moved. I can understand the idea of wanting to, like, not feeling like you have a long enough lifespan to do the things you want to do. Like, I can understand that. Or having something that seems like a guarantee that you are going to have some form of, like, an afterlife that has meaning. Because, like, majority of religions are based off of that, of giving, like, this is what's going to happen after you die, so that you can feel more comfortable with the concept of death. But they are still insane, so I would agree with all of these. Yeah, but locking off knowledge and being like, you can't have access to this, just makes people want more access to it. And then because of the fact that it's forbidden and you have to secretly acquire it, you then run into the fact that you cannot control what people do with it. Like, it cannot be observed and make sure that it's properly handled, because anyone who's handling it already knows they're doing wrong. I mean, is it a trick? That's my only question, is like, is it really a trick? Because, like, if someone goes up to you and is like, I would like to be immortal, but the only way that you have the ability to turn someone into an immortal is to, like, turn them into these monstrous creatures, you granting them immortality, that's the only way you can grant said wish, right? Now, it might be, the trick part might be the fact that the abundance did not tell them that by consuming the fruit they would become these monsters, but other than that, it's not really a trick. Alright, so it says specifically March 7th, so I wonder if Welt is around to talk to. Because there's March. Because we were able to talk to Tingyun, so I want to see if I can talk to Welt before. They said that the other night we'd be able to talk to them after we save them with our medical supplies. I don't see Welt. anywhere. Can I not have these dumplings? I would love to have these dumplings. And it's interesting that Tingyun, again, is separated from the group. Because say we talk to March, right? And then Welt spawns in. It's a really interesting point narratively that Tingyun is a separate person we can talk to. Yep, let's go. Oh, it's a... Please note that your choice will bring about irreversible outcomes. By continuing forward, the following missions will permanently disappear as the story progresses. Oh. Oh, I have to do these side quests before... Okay. I don't have one of those. Yeah. What is it? Sinners misled, credence falsified. Must complete adventure mission Venom Brew. Okay, so you have to do this one to get this one. Well, considering 80 Stellar Jades up for grabs, I'm gonna want to do that one first. All right, let's see. First question, can I do Dan Heng's side quest? No. All right. All right, everyone, we're gonna take a short break and do a side mission, I guess. I like that it tells you that, though, and it's also interesting because it also is like, yeah, what you do has effects on the story, and so if you do this now, you won't be able to do this later. That's cool. Ugh, yawn. It's down there. Have I been in here before? One second. Alright, I'm Jing Yan from the Realm Keeping Commission. I'm in charge of general affairs here. Is there anything I can help you with? Excuse me, do you have anything else? Interesting. So I guess that confirms I haven't been here before. What was that? Oh, I'm just talking to her. Little upstairs area. That's cute. Oh, that's the guy. I like that we're just stealing people's paperwork. The butterfly immersia is age restricted. We'll have to confiscate it because you're underage. But I'm an adult. Shinjo law sure is strict. Okay, so where can I experience this fantasy then? I'll check. Oh, this one is restricted to 200-year-olds and above. What? Then I'll never be able to watch it in my lifetime. Oh yeah, that would be annoying if like you're trying to read something and by like your standards you're an adult, or like but if it's like, oh, only people who are 200 can read it, you would never be able to read it. I always feel like we're missing something here at the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery, but I can never remember what. You came at just the right time. Help me rule out some possibilities. Say, tell me, what do you think our office is missing? A Realm Keeping Commission officer is actually productive at work. Promo materials? Not that. I raised this with Jing Yan before, whether we should be better at promoting how good the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is at what it does, but she gave me a list of all the things we've done recently, and there isn't really anything to be proud of. Once we crack a major case that even the 10 Lord Commissions can't solve, then I'll let the whole Exalting Sanctum know about how great the Realm Keeping Commission is. Until then, we'll keep the things on the down low. Make this place feel alive. Actually, I've thought about that. I'm a big fan of alcoholic nectar and once stashed 2 bottles of nectar of Willow Woods at the Chancery, but Officer Jin Young threw them out. She said that at a workplace and it would be undignified if anyone found out. I also like pretty Foxian actresses, so I put up a couple of their pictures on my desk to perk up my spirits, but Officer Jin Young confiscated those too. That's the workplace and those images are indecent. I was about to be like, oh, if it's like your K-pop stan little cards, that would make sense, but I think they're more Playboy-esque. Sigh, the only way the Realm Keeping Commission feels alive is through all the choreo parcels on the ground. Young man, that remark is uncalled for. At least Officer Jin-Yan is doing her work. I was gonna say she's the only one who seems to be doing anything. As long as Officer Jin-Young is here, then the Realm Keeping Commission lives up to its name. That Sung Yen kid may be lazy, but he's smart, and I have high hopes for his future. Naturally, if anything actually happens to the Exalting Sanctum, you'll find me to be extremely a reliable officer. Yeah, I can't figure out even if I rack my brain. I think I'll play a few rounds of Celestial Jade after work and think it through then. Alright, let's get down to business, young man. What do you want? Yeah, from the Stellaron. Oh, so Marstruck didn't look like this before? Yep. I don't feel like an unsent letter addressed home. The author seems to have undergone some experimental treatment. I feel like that's the closest. Carefully reads the letter you delivered. His expression reflects his disbelief as he reads it again. Daho sweats profusely as he apologizes and bolts away. After a while, he returns with a girl. I'm glad that was the proper item. Okay, it is Yaosha. I guess they really did want me to do this quest way before, because we already know the disciples are out and about from the main quest. And normally if I had been doing this the way I normally would, I would have known this by now, but and our general and person who's in charge trusts you for whatever reason, so it feels like we can depend on you to get things done. Let's see. I still haven't found the store where I can sell these things. Look for suspicious people. Have you come around yet? The Nucci treasures longevity, blah 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 blah. Yep, I saw it. Speaking of which, would you like a jar of ambrosial arbor ointment? The Jinzhou people's health has rapidly deteriorated since the regrowth of the arbor, so I had to bend the race laws a little bit so I could start hawking my ambrosial arbor ointment. Pre-order now for just 300 strales. You don't want to miss out. If I don't, does that mean you don't want it? There are plenty of people queuing up for it. Just let it go if you don't want it. He was a snake oil salesman, so I was wondering if it was him as the suspicious person. Would you like to learn the truth, nature, about immortality? Oh my gosh, this sounds like the issue. I feel like it's in a lot of Asian countries when foreigners visit. You always have to be careful about cult people trying to like talk to you and like take you places. Like I've heard of it in Japan, I've heard of it in Korea, I've heard of it in China. Like they specifically target foreigners because they're isolated, because they're in a place they're not born and they probably don't know many people there. Do you yearn for immortality? Yeah. Me, but yeah, keep going. I need you to implicate yourself. Sure. But wouldn't we want them to know about this, this way to become immortal? Got a Cloud Knight. We got... You're very trusting for the fact that you're a secret organization that's trying to recruit people. I don't feel like it's this easy normally. It's never a good thing when a religious group is like, we are the only religious group that is true, and our God is the only God, because that usually leads to wars. Alright, children, if you are trying, it doesn't matter if it's a religious group or if it is a product that's being sold to you, if you cannot buy the product outright, or you cannot get the product outright, and they're like, you have to do this 5 steps to be able to get even close to the product, it's usually a scam. Like, if they have to complete, like, if they're like, oh, you have to make donations, but it's not, like, you're not paying for it, you're just donating for it, with the potential chance you might get it, no, it's a scam. Don't do it. Yeah, so they call the rainbow archer the devilish archer, while then the others call the Eon of Abundance the merciful medicus, the plague author. That kind of looks like Shinhua from Genshin over there. Alright, so I didn't record it because I didn't know opening the simulated universe would immediately dump me in the path. But when I did World 6, I believe, I met the Abundance, and I'm pretty sure they killed me or absorbed me in some fashion. I don't remember exactly how our encounter went, but I'm pretty sure we like gazed into their eyes, and then like stuff started growing out of our skin, and we were like torn apart mentally, but we could also feel ourselves as like a tree while the Abundance was trying to absorb us, saying that they were so excited for Akavili to become one with them. So I don't know about being in their embrace. It sounds kind of, I don't know why crunchy is the first word that came to mind, but it sounds like it's not going to be good for you. Oh, the Dead Space vibes. Yeah, but I don't even know if I am a short-lived species. We're all just assuming I am. I might be immortal already. and also allow you to spread pamphlets off of cheap labor. I imagine if you're copying it 500 times, you'll memorize it eventually. Again, if any kind of organization requires you to continue testing yourselves constantly to be able to stay a part of the organization or even to get close to the product that's being promised to you, it is a scam. I don't even get a pen. I have to do this in brush. Oh no. I was supposed to be like, am I just in a tiny corridor? Oh, I can't leave. Okay. We're just gonna be here for a while. You start copying the thousand-handed merciful medicus of salvation. Once upon a time, the thousand-hand Sanctus Medicus traveled the world with her 99,999 disciples, living under Rahu and teaching their way. Your index finger has a slight cramp and your shoulders feel a bit sore, but you only have made the first copy. There are still 499 copies waiting to be written. As they spoke the words, the 99,999 disciples were liberated from youth, old age, sickness, and suffering. After making the final stroke, you catch the Cloud Knight in your peripheral vision as he gestures at you. Are you the undercover guy? The guy who went undercover that's missing? Jim Yan. Just threaten him immediately. Why did you come in? That's literally the thought that was going in my brain. It's like, why are you here in uniform? Oh my gosh. And your next plan is... Then why are you talking to me right now? Let me go back to transcribing. We can talk after we pass the first trial. Oh, hello, sir. We weren't talking about anything. Here you go. Why is it I always love all of the side characters' voice actors? His voice is also very nice. I'll pass. Why? Oh my gosh, what is okay, oh, those of you who have played Tears of Themis, in one of the episodes, this is like the blackmail thing, the shark and its ghost, or not shark, the tiger and its ghosts or whatever. It's like a common thing that people who are, like in crime organizations do, where they like make the people under them commit crimes that the person who makes them commit it, has evidence of them doing, and usually it's like murder, so that they hold the evidence as blackmail against them, being like, hey, if you expose me or you turn against this organization, I can expose your crime. And so they then use the blackmail as like a leash to keep the person loyal to them. So I feel like that's what's happening here, is they'll get two people and then cause them to fight it out, and then they'll use it as blackmail to keep you loyal to the organization. Something very similar happened in one of the episodes of Tears of Themis. For anyone who just ignores Tears of Themis being like, oh, it's just a dating sim, this storyline is actually really good and really well thought out. So there's actually very little of the dating part of this dating sim. It's mostly just like a detective novel with like a few bits of like romantic hints thrown in every once in a while. The main game is just a detective game, while then the romantic bits are only, you get cards, so it's like a gotcha game in a way. And so the romantic outings and stuff are pretty much like secluded to the cards you get in game. So you can play the main game without like pretty much any romance. Yeah, we know too much. Eh. Aren't we like right outside the main square? Won't people hear a fight going on? I feel like between the two of us, we could like fake a really bad injury. I can't make any guarantees. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I love this side character. Please. Yeah. This Cloud Knight's giving me Ito energy. One hit. Lol. One hit though. It's a side hustle. You take the Cloud Knight to a safe place. How are you still alive? I'll be careful. They can't take... This is literally my thought process anytime we're interacting with anyone. Whenever they threaten me, I'm like, I could beat you up. The Cloud Knight vigilantly monitors his surroundings. After he's certain no one is tracking them, he makes a swift getaway. I like that we could choose that it's a side hustle. That's just really... Oh, he looks nice in purple. Oh. Alright, now that I've gotten distracted. How do I get down there? I hate maps sometimes. I'm like, This is what I liked about Genshin, is you could just jump off or climb anything, so it was never an issue trying to get places. This game, it's like you specifically have to go in a certain direction, otherwise it is not gonna work. Now, just watch him be like the double cross, and he's like actually working with them, and we just proved that we're not loyal by helping him. After some time. Kalis, is everything going well? Very well. I am now a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That's good. I always believed in your abilities. Someone just reported in. Did you save a Cloud Knight? Yes. Wouldn't call it saving. We had a successful collaboration. Thank you very much for your help. That Cloud Knight has handed over all the intel to the Seat of Divine Foresight. If it weren't for your help, you'd have a hard time getting away. As you've already infiltrated the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, please keep monitoring their activities. Is there anything I should focus on? I've mentioned before that a Cloud Knight named Shishing went missing a few months ago. I want to know what happened to him, dead or alive, so I can give an answer to his family. Let's avoid contacting each other from now on. If you see going in and out of the Seat of Divine Foresight, those disciples are sure to become suspicious of you. Please come back in one piece, otherwise the general will be quite upset with me. General will be like, you took my toy! How dare you break my toy? La-di-da. Have I been found out? I love the like ugh eye roll noise he just made. Grey Peony, you fully demonstrated your bravery and devotion to us. I'll now give you a chance to prove how loyal and reliable you are to the organization. This mission is of utmost importance, and I don't feel comfortable entrusting it to others. Only a fighter like you can handle such an important task. Yesterday, a disciple absconded in disgrace. She posted a letter as she defected. Based on the investigation, it's an urgent missive to the seat of divine foresight. It shouldn't have arrived yet. Intercept it and help us mitigate our losses. Once you finish this arduous yet glorious task, I will introduce you to the exalting sanctum's leader of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As long as he ascends, you can begin your journey on the way to immortality. I have done quite a few of those. I'm sure I will be able to finish this post haste. You rummage through packages on the Cycrane stand, but you don't find the letter you're looking for. Obviously, it's not going to be the one closest to where we are because they want to make us run around. Let's see. We want to go up and... Alright, we're not going to run there manually. This is the closest one. We'd have to go up and around anyway. Alright, snake oil salesman, just ignore what I'm doing. If this is the length of the encryption, I feel bad. Kalis, I'm so happy you have brain cells. I've got it. Where are we meeting? Shh. There might be surveillance. The place where we copy scripture. The person in charge wants to see you ASAP. Do not reply. Well, I hope the game tells me where that is, because otherwise I will not remember how to get there. It has already been purged from my mind. Lotus. Oh, I'm not a fan of this voice. How much can you bench? What everyone wants. Immortality. That would be my reply. Not the hands on hips. So we can, as long as we don't have to take this right in front of them, we should be able to hand this over as evidence. Watch, they're gonna be like multivitamins just to make sure you took it. Oh, did he give us like a recipe instead of like an actual item that we need to put together ourselves? Can I meet the boss? None of these questions they all seem suspicious. What would be funny is if most of those are spies. That's actually the proper way to put together like a good resistance group, because then you would never be able to take down all of the organization at once. You'd only be able to take down a section. What I just said. It's the snake oil salesman, willing to bet. So you were jealous of other people's strength, and so you looked for a shortcut, is what you're telling me. Hey, that's the person who went undercover. I wonder if that's his way of telling, because they all use code names. I wonder if that's his way of telling us that he is the guy who went over Kanu. You wouldn't just... This is a terrible option. You wouldn't just out him like this. He's telling you his name so that he can... None of these are good options. I immediately recognized who this was. Don't... Kalis, I thought you had the brain cell today. Oh, we outed ourselves anyway. You've really got an active imagination. I'm done. Let's do this. You come at me all together. So your undercover agent is a turncoat. I thought he was being tricky and like telling us that he was like who he was, that he was the undercover agent. I thought he was being tricky and suave. Apparently, I overestimated it. Because I thought we were going to go back with the recipe and we were going to be like, oh, your undercover agent has successfully infiltrated like the high ranks of the the Sanctus Medicus group. But no. Never falters. Are made to be broken. I think I thought I had to fight him twice, like he would respawn like the other ones, but I guess not. I wonder why they use devil here, if that's like a translation thing, because like this isn't Earth. Why do they have the whole like devil terminology to begin with? Because they don't use like in the Merciful Medicus, they don't use any comparisons to like angels or anything. So why is the enemy a devil? Well, we found the info she wanted. It's not the result she wanted, but we found the info and we got a recipe, so I think we did pretty decent. Oh, it's a Cloud Knight. May I ask, have you come here to the seat the Divine Force on official business? I can help you pass it on. Could you please wait here for a moment? I'll go and report in for you. We got info. I don't think I've been in here before. Oh, it's a giant... Is this a Go board? Get all the collectibles. Is there any others? See if I can listen in on anyone. Stone Lion. Every stone lion in the seat of Divine Foresight has a different name. Abiding by the tradition of the Jinsho martial art ethics, they will greet their opponents by introducing themselves for the start of a battle, but now few living people know their names. Interesting. You tell Qingsu about what happened as you worked undercover. That's terrible, considering I just got here. Can we take it to the snake oil salesman? It must be so boring being a guard. Just having to stand at your post all day. Oh hey, this is the guy that the Cloud Knights captured. Yeah, this is the guy. But yeah, this is the guy that the Cloud Knights captured, or it's the same NPC model at least. Why does no one call Bailu by her name? You read the prescription to Dan Shu. finally done with that one. But we have to get the other side quest, which is the follow-up to this one, to be able to get the next bit. Kalis, I have a preliminary understanding of the Draught of Draconic Surge's pharmacology, but you're still busy with the troubles on the Jin show, right? At a time like this? No worries, come find me when you're free. I shall be waiting for you at the Sinwon Pavilion. And we need to get that one done before we can go any further. And I got another text from Danheng. Oh, the side mission might finally be available. Now that I have got that started. Okay, well, we didn't quite get as far into the quest as I was kind of hoping we would, this one. But, as I stated, I'm going to be adding another day of streaming to my calendar on Wednesday, so hopefully we can get the second side quest done, then we can do Danheng's if it's already available, and then we can get back to the main story quest, so that we can try and get this one done before it times out, because we'll still have Wednesday and Friday to try and get through as much of the main quest as possible so that we can get this before it times out. But that does mean that probably all of Sunday is just going to be doing this event quest. But yeah, so thank you all so much for coming. This was a pretty chill stream. And I hope you all have lovely days or lovely evenings or whatever time it is for you, and that your week is well, and that you get many things accomplished, but you are not overburdened. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.